And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at the Reform UK party, specifically Nigel Farage's party. Before you kick off, I know a lot of people that watch have got a few issues with Nigel Farage, not the least him wanting Tony Blair to come in with the lurgy shots. But that aside, I think this is an important story. Now, as everyone knows, I like Scotland. I like the Scottish people, I like the place, I like the country. It's beautiful. I love it. You also probably know I don't like the SNP. Well, it turns out that Nigel Farage has designs on Scotland in regards to putting up a defence for Scottish people against the SNP hateful rhetoric, because that's what it is, isn't it? And I think it might be giving us a little bit of hope. But let's have a listen to Nigel first, and then we'll have a quick look into it after that.
So the Reform Party is up and running. We got last week confirmation from Elcom. The Brexit Party is no more. It did its job, I'm very pleased to say. But Reform, well, that's about a much bigger agenda. It's about how we're governed. But it's also about the fact that we don't have enough debate. Now, of course, in Scotland, there is a debate between those that want to separate from the United Kingdom and be part of the European Union and those who want the Union to survive. But on virtually everything else, debate has ceased. There is no opposition coming from the Scottish Conservatives or anybody else to the SNP's woke agenda. Well, somebody who is prepared to stand up quite fearlessly and have open, genuine, democratic debate and conversation is Michelle Valentine. As you know, she's an MSP and she's prepared to stand up and to fight. And for that reason, I'm delighted that she's coming on board with the Reform Party. I'm hoping she'll spearhead the campaign for the Scottish Parliament this year, though I don't really think those elections are going to happen. So Michelle, welcome. And there's now going to be a voice in the Scottish Parliament that will stand up and say, hang on a second, let's think about this. I wish her well. She's got all of our support.
So you see what I mean? They're actually looking to combat the woke agenda of the SNP. So if you're listening, unionist Scots, or just sane Scots even, you don't even need to be unionist, just not insane wokeists like the SNP, this may be an avenue for you to get out. Because I wouldn't suggest you or back the Tories or Labour for Scotland. I just wouldn't. Neither of them will do you any better than the SNP, in my opinion. But the lady that Nigel has brought in, Michelle Valentine, seems like she may be a really good option. Now, I have had a quick look into her. She was in the Scottish Tories last year, but she stepped down and is now running as an independent MSP. Now, looking through her Wikipedia page, as we all know, Wikipedia is a left-wing, left-waffer written smear fest, isn't it? So you can imagine, with her being a Tory originally, that they're going to find all the dirt on her, aren't they? Well, they've not found much, and I'll go through them in a minute. But Ms. Valentine was born in, believe it or not, northwest England, Manchester to be exact. And the only two things that they could find that say that she had a political controversy, are we ready? She claimed there was no such thing as bedroom tax, and she disagreed with that restrictions to benefits are equivalent to the payment of tax. That one I don't agree with. I think it is effectively a shadow tax, but it's not much, is it really, that when you think she's a Tory? The next one is that she claimed in 2018 that people on benefits can have as many children as they like, while people who work and pay their way and don't claim benefits have to make decisions about the number of children they can have, when she was defending the UK government's two-child cap. She's later refused to apologise for her remarks, so she's got a backbone as well. That gives me hope. In regards to her statement, it's a statement of fact that, in my opinion, she's against the welfare state, and it's very true. People on benefits get paid as many children as they have, whereas people that are working and have to watch the pennies and have to pay all of the bills and all of the rent and all of everything like that, they can't afford to have big families unless they get big wages, can they? So it is a true statement. I don't think that's controversial, especially when you're defending a two-child cap, in my opinion. Let me know what you think, everyone, on that though. But she does sound like she's got a bit of a backbone, doesn't she? And if Farage wants her to head up the Reform Party in the UK, it might be a glimmer of hope for the future Scotland. It's worth keeping an eye on at the very least, isn't it? I've also also heard about a party called the Scottish Family Party. I have not looked into that yet. So if anyone knows about them and can give me a quick run through, please do so in the comments. But it gives me a glimmer of hope that there's something going to be in Scotland that will push back against this woke agenda, because I can guarantee Labour and the Tories aren't going to do it up there for you, are they? They're not, are they? But I'd like to know your opinion. Do you think, I know there's people that have got issues with Farage, but if he's getting a female that's worked in the Scottish Parliament to head it up, pretty much effectively disassociated himself from it, hasn't he? Other than the party name and the agenda. So I don't know. I think it might be a good idea, but I would like to know your opinion. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share it out, everyone. Don't know how long we'll still be on YouTube, so if you haven't already, go and link up to my other social media platforms so that you can keep in touch if and when YouTube decide to get rid of us all. We know it's coming, don't we? Stay sane, everyone, and I mean that. Stay sane. Don't let it drag you down, and I'll see you on the next